Good morning. Let's see the next concept, that is absorption of overheads. It is absorption of factory overheads or absorption of production overheads. From this, you are having 6 marks question. So, absorption of overheads is also known as recovery or application of overheads. Absorption of overhead means the process of absorbing all overhead cost allocated or apportioned over particular cost center or production department by the units produced. Here, you will absorb whatever the overhead cost involved or whatever the overhead cost apportion over the particular cost center or for the particular production department by the number of units produced. The distribution of overhead cost or cost center or cost units is known as overhead absorption. So we are following different methods for computation of absorption of factory overhead. The first method is direct material cost method. So under direct material cost method, the rate of absorption will be calculated on the basis of direct material cost. Under this method, the rate of absorption is calculated on the basis of direct material cost. So overhead rate or absorption rate is equals to factory overhead divided by direct material cost. The next method will be direct labor cost method. Under this method, the absorption rate is calculated on the basis of direct labor or direct wages. So under this method, the rate is determined by dividing the factory overheads by direct labor or direct wages of each department. So overhead rate will be is equals to factory overhead divided by direct labor or direct wages. And the third method is direct labor hours method. So under this method, number of direct labor hours will be taken as the basis for calculation of overhead rate. So under this method, the rate is determined by dividing the factory overheads by direct labor hours of each department. So overhead rate is equals to factory overhead divided by direct labor hours. Fourth method is prime cost method. So prime cost means adding of all the direct items, direct material, direct wages and direct expenses. Here prime cost method means you will consider direct material cost and direct labor cost as the basis for calculation of overhead absorption rate. So under this method, both direct material cost and direct labor cost are taken into account for determining the overhead recovery rate. So you will consider both direct material cost and labor cost for calculation of absorption rate. The overhead rate is calculated by using this formula. Overhead rate is equals to factory overhead divided by prime cost. So prime cost means direct material cost plus direct labor cost. The next method is unit of output method. So under units of output method, you will consider number of units produced will be the basis. Under this method, absorption rate is determined on the basis of number of units produced. So overhead rate is equals to factory overhead divided by number of units produced. This unit of output method will be also known as production unit method or cost unit rate method. And the sixth method is, that is most important method, is machine hour rate method. For your 6 marks question, they will ask from this method only. What do you mean by machine hour rate method? Here you will calculate the cost involved for each machine operating for 1 hour. What is the cost of machine for 1 hour? Under this method, machine hours will be taken as the basis for determining the overhead absorption rate. So, machine hours will be considered as the basis for calculation of absorption rate. It is the cost of operating the machine for 1 hour. What is the cost involved for operating the machine for 1 hour? This method is suitable for industries where major portion of the production is performed by the machines. So this machine hour rate method will be used by the industries where the major production process is done through the use of machines. We need to follow some steps for computation of machine hour rate. So machine hour rate is determined by dividing the amount of overheads concerning the machine by the number of effective machine hours. So you have to calculate the overhead rate, that is overhead is equals to amount of overhead divided by effective machine hours. So some steps you have to follow for the computation of machine hour rate. The first step is each machine or group of machines should be treated as a separate cost center or cost unit. So under this method, under machine hour rate method, each machine will be considered as a separate cost center or separate cost unit. Then second step is overheads are classified as a standing charges and machine expenses. So it means you have to apportion or divide the expenses into standing charges and machine expenses. What do you mean by standing charges? Standing charges means fixed charges. Whether the machine will operate or whether the machine will not operate, these expenses the company should bear. So standing charges are the fixed expenses which do not vary with the use of machine. Whether you will use the machine or whether you will not use the machine, standing charges will not vary, will not change. This should be there. For example, rent, rates, lighting, consumable stores. These are the expenses whether you will operate the machine or whether you will not operate the machine. These are the expenses should be involved, and these expenses will not change if you use the machine. Then second is machine expenses. These expenses will be also known as running expenses or variable expenses. It means these are the expenses which vary with the running of machine. If you use the machine, they will vary as per the running of the machine. For example, depreciation, repairs, power, maintenance. If you use the machine more, the power charges also will be more. If you use the machine more, the depreciation of the machine will also more. So standing charges are the fixed expenses which will not change with the use of machine. Variable expenses or machine expenses are the expenses which will change with the use of machine. Then step 3 is the standing charges are estimated for a given period. So standing charges you should calculate for a particular period, whether it is weekly or monthly or yearly basis for every machine, for each and every machine, and the total standing charges are divided by the total number of effective working hours of the machine to calculate standing charges rate per hour. So first you need to divide the expenses into standing charges and variable expenses. Then you have to consider whatever the expenses comes under standing charges, take the total value of standing charges and calculate standing charges rate per hour. How to calculate standing charges rate per hour? Take the total standing charges divided by effective number of working hours of the machine. Then fourth step is the machine expenses of each machine are treated separately in order to compute the hourly rate. Here you will separately consider each expenses, like repairs should be considered separately and you have to calculate what is the repair value for per hour, and depreciation will be considered separately and what is the depreciation for per hour and for per machine. Each machine expenses of a machine is calculated either by allocation or by apportionment. So each machine expenses you should calculate separately by allocation or by the apportioning. The next step is the aggregate of standing charges rate per hour and the machine expenses rate per hour is called simple or ordinary machinery hour rate. So how you will get machine hour rate? You have calculated standing charges rate per hour and you have calculated variable expenses rate per hour. If you add these two, you will get machine hour rate. that will be also called as simple machine hour rate or ordinary machine hour rate. And whenever they have given machine operators wages, that time this should be considered in order to calculate the comprehensive machine hour rate. So when the machine operators wages are added to the simple machine hour rate is known as comprehensive machine hour rate. So if they have given in the question machine operators wages, after calculating the machine hour rate, machine operators wages should be added to this. If you add simple machine hour rate plus wages of machine operator, you will get comprehensive machine hour rate. So these are the steps. First step should be consider each machine or group of machines separately. Divide the expenses into standing charges and variable expenses. Calculate standing charges per hour. Then calculate variable expenses for each expenses. Then calculate the aggregate of standing charges and variable expenses. You will get machine hour rate. So let's see the basis of apportionment of expenses. So you have to apportion some expenses by considering the suitable basis. For rent, rates and taxes, the basis will be floor area occupied by each machine. For insurance, capital value of the machine. If it is insurance on stock, stock of goods should be considered as the basis. Lighting. For lighting, number of light points used for the machine. If they have not given number of light points, floor area will be the basis. For lubricating oil and consumable stores, past experience or capital value of machine will be considered as the basis. For supervision, estimated time spent by the supervisor on each machine. What is the time spent by the supervisor on each machine? That should be considered as the basis. For power, past experience or actual consumption. For repairs and maintenance, estimated life of the machine in years or weeks. For repairs and maintenance, estimated life of machine in years should be considered as a basis. Depreciation. So here depreciation should be calculated using this formula only. So the formula will be cost of machine plus installation charges. If you are having any transportation expenses also, you should add here. So cost of machine plus installation charges plus transportation expenses minus scrap divided by estimated life of machine in hours you should consider. So if you calculated using this formula, you will get depreciation value. If they have not given estimated life of machine in hours, if they have given directly estimated life in the year, you have to convert estimated life of the machine in year into estimated life of machine in hours. How to convert this means take how many years estimated life they have given, multiply with number of working hours of machine. So we will see the problems regarding machine hour rate method. So under this overhead cost, you will have one 14 marks question either on primary and secondary overhead distribution summary or simultaneous equation method and repeated distribution method, and one 6 marks question from machine hour rate method. See the problems. The first problem is from the following particulars compute machine hour rate. So they have given cost of the machine 11,000, scrap value 680, repairs for the effective working life 1500, standing charges for 4 weekly period. 4 weekly period is nothing but 1 month 1600, effective working life 10,000 hours, power used 6 units per hour at 5 paisa per unit, hours worked in a 4 weekly period. It is number of working hours will be 120. See, first analyze the question. Cost of the machine will be calculated for calculation of depreciation. Scrap value will also considered in the calculation of depreciation. Repairs. So depreciation is a semi-variable expenses. For overhead, we will consider depreciation as the variable expenses. And repairs. if you use the machine more and more, repair it also repair value will also be more. So that's why repairs will be running expenses or machine expenses. First, you need to divide the expenses into standing charges and running expenses. So depreciation is a running expenses or variable expenses. Repairs also variable expenses. Then they have given standing charges for 4 weekly period. Here for all standing expenses they have combined and they have calculated, and directly they have given standing charges. The total value will be 1600. Affecting working life, rupees 10,000 hours. So for calculation of depreciation you have to consider affecting working life in hours, in machine hours. So they have given directly effective working life of the machine in hours. Power used. So if you use the machine more, the power consumption also will be more. It means power will be vary with the use of machine. It is a variable expenses. So it is a variable expenses. 6 units per hour we are using. What is the rate per hour? 5 paise per unit. Number of working hours will be 120. So now see the format. The format for calculation of machine hour rate will be, here you have to write how many working hours. So here working hours will be 120. So first step is consider each machine separately. Then second step will be calculate second step will be apportion the expenses into standing charges and variable expenses. We have apportion the expenses into standing charges and variable expenses. Just you remember which is the expenses for standing expenses and variable expenses. And your format will be started from third step. So right here we will classify this into two. One is standing charges and B is variable expenses. Take all the expenses under standing charges. Here they have given directly the total value of standing charges, that is 1600. Then if you got the total value of standing charges, the next step is calculate standing charges rate per hour. How to calculate standing charges rate per hour? Take total standing charges value divided by number of working hours. So here this is it's not the rate per hour, it will be number of working hours. So if you divide, total standing charges will be 1600 divided by number of rate working hours will be 120. So if you have calculated, you will get rate per hour will be 13.33. So total standing charges divided by number of working hours, if you have taken, you will get standing charges rate per hour. So this is the standing charges rate per hour. Then variable expenses. Now we have considered standing expenses, that is standing charges, fixed charges. The second will be variable or running charges or machine expenses. See which are the items we are having under the variable expenses. So one is depreciation, then repairs, standing charges we have considered. Effective working life will be used for the calculation of depreciation and repairs, and power. So we are having three items. One is depreciation, repairs, and power. So how to calculate depreciation? Using the formula. Take the cost of machine plus installation charges minus scrap divided by estimated life of machine in hours. So here cost of machine will be 11,000. There is no installation charges. That's why I have considered it as 0. Minus scrap value will be 680 divided by estimated life of machine in hours. They have given in the question directly. Estimated working life of the machine in hours will be 10,000 hours. So if you have divided by estimated life of machine 10,000, you will get 1.03. 11,680 divided by 10,000, you will get 1.03. The second item of variable expenses will be repairs and maintenance. So what's the basis we have considered for repairs and maintenance? Estimated life of machine in years So we have considered estimated, here they have given for 4 weekly period. What is the number of hours for estimated life of the machine will be 10,000. So take the value of repairs 1500 divided by estimated working life of machine in hours. So each expenses will be calculated separately. Separate overhead rate will be calculated for each machine expenses. So repairs is equals to 1500 divided by estimated working life of machine in hours. If you have calculated, you will get 0.15. Then how to calculate power? For power, they have given 6 units of power we are using at 5 paisa. So multiply number of units produced, number of units consumed of power 6 into 5 paisa. If you have calculated, you will get 0.3. Now we have considered all the variable expenses, that is depreciation, repairs and power. These are the variable expenses. So of rate per hour. So 1.03 plus 0.15 plus 0.3. If you have calculated total of these three, you will get total of variable expenses 1.48. So if you add 1.48, that is total of variable expenses, plus 13.33, that is total of standing charges, you will get machine hour rate. So machine hour rate is the total of A plus B. 13.33 plus 1.48, if you have calculated, you will get 14.81 is the total of machine hour rate.